YouTube salute. This is my review for episode 7 and 8 of The Last Dance. Alright, so if you're new to my channel, please thumbs up the video, hit the subscribe button, click the bell icon to be notified when I upload new content and go live. Also cast your vote for Kofi's Hip Hop Hall of Fame. The link is in the description. So 7 and 8, man, I actually enjoy 7 and 8 more than I enjoy 5 and 6, and I'm going to tell you why. Number 1. I like how they show Michael Jordan retiring. I remember that as a child. I remember Jordan retiring. I was in middle school, and it was like a big shock to the world. It's like, what? What's going on? And at that time, Jordan's father just passed away. He was murdered. So he had, this thing of, I can't do it right now. It's just too much for me. It's too much for me. And it's understandable because especially your father, your parent, the person that helped raise and birth you, not just that, it was like his best friend. His dad was at all his games. So it was just so much going on. So they actually took you down memory lane of Jordan leaving the NBA, retiring for the first time in 1993, making that decision, having Phil Jackson there, having the GM, the owner, having David Stern there, David Falk, his agent. So it's like the decision he made, he wanted to make. Then it came out that a lot of people say that Jordan took 18 months off because he was suspended by what you call it, the commissioner, because of his gambling addiction. But they all came out and said that's not true. Still don't know if that's really true or not. Could be covered up for the documentary. I don't know. But you go down this road. I remember when the Bulls in '94, Pippen was like the second best player in the NBA because Olajuwon became the number one player, all because of Jordan's not there no more. So you see Pippen taking over. Pippen is doing this thing on the offensive and defensive end. Other players on the Bulls step up. You got B.J. Armstrong who makes the all-star team. Pippen, is dominating. He actually wins the NBA all-star MVP in 1994. Jordan, plays minor league baseball for the White Sox. And to him, it's not as easy as it was and he expected. Then you have this lockout in the MLB. Baseball, they're not moving. So Jordan, in his mind, he's feeling like, I'm just going to go back because I guess he's the urge and feeling like that window was always open. So you see Jordan come back. But going to 1998, the last season of Jordan in the Bulls, and they in the playoffs now. I remember when the Bulls played the New Jersey Nets. That's when they had Sam Cassell at the point guard, Kerry Kittles, 2 guard. They had Kendall Gill at the 3, Keith Van Horn. He was actually a rookie that year. And Jason Williams playing the 5. And they was actually dominating. I mean, as far as like them doing good as a team that you saw, they could make noise in the future. Like, this team going to make noise. This team going to make noise. But it didn't go as what it was expected. The Bulls took care of business. They went on to the next round. They took care of business with the Charlotte Hornets. That team had B.J. Armstrong, Glenn Rice. Who else they had on that team? They had Anthony Mason was on there. I think they had Matt Geiger? I think Matt Geiger was on there too, because it was people on that team. It was some people on the team, but they only won like one game. But Jordan still took care of business. But the documentary, like I said, was 7-8. You see Jordan knowing that he tried to play baseball, even though he was, all right, but that still wasn't him because, that was his father's first love for Jordan to be a baseball player. But Jordan wanted to be a basketball player, and he still was, the love. Jordan coming back, when he came back into the NBA, and he didn't have the number 23, he had the number 45. And at this time, in the East, the Orlando Magic were the big dogs. when he came back. That means, you had Shaq. Shaq was only in his second, third year? Second, third year? Right, third year. And you had Penny Anthony Hardaway, the point guard. And everybody wanted to be like Penny because oh my God, Penny had the shoes too. And everybody thought Penny would be the heir apparent, but through injuries, that's why Penny Hardaway never took on the torch or had the torch like that because of injuries. But the Orlando Magic, they put out the Bulls in the second round in 1995, and Horace Grant is on that team, and he's like, yeah. He's like the savior. But 96 come around, Jordan, he's not having it for the 95-96 season because he's filming Space Jam in Los Angeles, California. He's training more. He shows what winning looks like with action. And this one thing I took away from the documentary is like, if you want something, you got to earn it. You got to fight for it. You got to go to war for it physically, mentally, spiritually, psychologically. You got to prepare for that. Jordan was actually filming like 12-hour shifts from 7 in the morning to 7 in the evening. He was working out on his 2-hour breaks, like lifting weights. They built a whole gym and a weight room for Jordan. And he was having pickup games from 7 p.m. to 10 p.m. So for him to even have that type of like mental energy, it was like, damn, man, where the hell this come from? But you have players like Juwan Howard, Sean Bradley, Reggie Miller. Like all these players are in Los Angeles playing pickup games with Jordan because it's actually helping him, scout other players, get his win back, get back into basketball shape. That 95-96 season comes around. The Bulls go 72-10. They top the Lakers record 71-72 was because that record was 69 wins and 13 losses. Yeah. So they actually come 72-10. And Jordan becomes, MVP as usual. That year, Gary Payton was the Defensive Player of the Year, GP. The glove, yes. And, the Bulls met them in the finals. And even though the Bulls went up 3-0, GP, he actually guarded Jordan for two games. He did well, but, Jordan, man, he going to do what he need to do. Some things that people are going to get mad about, they say, oh, Michael Jordan was too arrogant. He was too much of a disrespectful teammate. I think it was just it came off wrong because I feel like when you're on the battlefield and you go into war, you can't be nice. You got to prepare for war. And a lot of people feel like sometimes like, oh, no, you don't have to be that mean. It's not about being mean. If you stay ready, you don't got to get ready. You got to have the mentality like, you're willing to die, leave it all on the line. And Jordan, he trained himself for any type of battle. And some people probably looked at it as, oh, is this for him? But Jordan felt like, no, not only I want to win, I want you to win too. And I feel like that's who I am in my life. Not because of Michael Jordan. I've always had this mentality like I'm going to get it how I need to get it. And if I die trying, I'll just die trying. I don't care because you only get one chance at what you do in life. And you don't want to regret that saying, well, damn, I should have did more. I could have did more. I feel like give it your all. Go for the gusto. If you don't, then, it'd be this what if, ands, or buts. But you laid it all on the line. Jordan winning his fourth championship on Father's Day in 1996 was heartwarming because, that was a gift, he gives to his family, but at the same time not having his dad there. Like his dad was there in 1991 when he won his first championship, but his dad not there, coming back getting his first ring as far as his fourth ring, but it's the first of the second, three-peat. And him crying in the locker room, it's like, damn, you know what I'm saying? I was like, damn, man, that my dad's still living, and I don't know how that will ever feel. So that was just beautiful how they touched on that. You see Jordan getting into with Scott Burrell, disrespecting him, disrespecting Steve Kerr, and he felt that, he was being very little, as far as like his character, and Phil Jackson had to check him, like, you can't be doing that, you can't be doing that. I'm not going to lie, though. I mean, even though Steve Kerr said he socked him in the chest and Jordan socked him in the eye and Jordan did apologize back, there's just certain players you ain't going to be able to disrespect. Don't get me wrong. I know, Jordan, you were trying to, motivate your teammates, but some people go whoop your ass, man. You lucky you get his ass whooped. For real, because everybody don't tolerate that shit, man. Everybody not going to tolerate you disrespecting them. They don't give a damn. You are the greatest player on the planet. That don't mean shit. You can still get your ass whooped. So, this documentary right now, like I said, man, it has me glued. So many great memories of my childhood just thinking about, like, how the NBA was and how when Jordan was on the court, it was just like, I don't know. Like I said, he's not my favorite player of all time. Allen Iverson is my favorite player of all time. But Jordan, you had to just tell the truth that he was, a GOAT out there. He was handling his business, and the guy was just unbelievable to watch. I mean, his work ethic was, insane. He had, the pedigree of winning, and it's hard to have that. It's hard to develop that. You can actually teach people, but it has to be within you. It has to be embedded. If you don't want that, you ain't gonna never get it. And that goes to anything in life. That's what I take away from it. But not even just sports. I'm talking about career-wise. I'm talking about your family. I'm talking about finances. I'm talking about legacy. It's what you want. And I feel like if to take away from this, people out there, whatever you do, push it to the limit. Go for it. Don't let nobody stop you. Put yourself at another level. Take it to another level. We always know about the mama mentality from Kobe, but before that, Jordan was already had another level. Like people like, I want to be like Mike, and that was true. People were trying to be like Mike on the basketball court, but not even on the basketball court because everybody can't play basketball. Apply that into your life. Apply that into your family. Apply that into your spirituality. Post your comments below. Hulk smash Black Panther, the like button, subscribe to my channel. Click the bell icon to be notified when I upload new content and go live. If you'd like to support and donate to the channel, I have Patreon, patreon.com/KofiUniverse. Venmo, CashApp, PayPal, Streamlabs, everything's in the description. Until next time, peace.